Hello guys and welcome to this week behind the scenes of me creating a game within a week. The theme of this week was evolution, and I wanted to make a game that was a little bit brighter than last week, and also I wanted to create it for mobile. So I started brainstorming and I came pretty quickly at the idea to create a person who you had to evolve. I didn't know yet what it's going to be exactly, but I wanted something like that. At that moment I didn't know yet you had to walk and defeat enemies and so on. But I started working and programmed for over a day. And at the end of the day I finished the basic system. You could see the messages, what happened, and also you could have hunger, thieves, and that was it. That was the whole Monday, just laying down the main basic system. The next day I created the biome system and some models, which is a little bit more fun to watch. I started with creating a little bit of a fortress, and also with the ground and some trees. After that I created the main character, and I did it with a beautiful concept art that was really perfect. A 3-year-old couldn't create it better. After that I created the animation, and it had to be very simple, just like the art, because I didn't have a lot of time to create a full realistic game. Also, mobile don't have normally the resources to actually render a very realistic game. I also added the enemies, and it looks already a lot better. The enemies work just like the player, and just the same animations, only the color is a little bit different. And I will just end talking for this day and go on when we are at Wednesday. A little bit if you want to create this kind of models. Just start with some colors and create it without using smooth, and just do it like a child would create it. So if you have some blocks in your home with some basic shapes, just try to create with that a tree or a house and just try to recreate it on your screen. That's kind of how you create this art style, or at least one way to do it. So we got some time to talk about the balancing of the game. Even though I did this at the end of the game, I will tell you now something about it because, well, we got some time. So balancing all those skills is kind of hard. Very first you need to make sure that everything is going to be fun, even though you cannot upgrade any skills. And that's to make sure that the people who cannot adapt as quickly as us still have a fun time playing this game with just removing all those enemies from the screen. And it will need to take about a day or so. And it's kind of hard to balance this out because there's a lot of random factors, for example in which biome you are. But in the end, if you do nothing except killing those enemies, you need to survive for around a day. after that I need to make sure you can make a lot of different playstyles. So for example, somebody who likes to run through all the biomes, so he doesn't have to care about the enemies, that can be his playstyle. But some other guy who likes to stay around for around a day in each biome can slow down and focus more about the enemies and adapting to that biome. But some people are going to mix it up. For example, they see they are in a fortress and they want to make sure that they will just stay there for a little time, make sure that the hunting skills up, but then they are going towards the desert and they just speed it up because the desert, well, there isn't much good in it. So you want to run from there away. So the next day I started creating more biomes, and I also created almost all the skills except for one. The 2 skills to go faster or slower, one to defend yourself better, one to hunt down animals, which you use to gather food in other biomes if you cannot use the gathering skill. The pocket skill to increase the maximum capacity of the food pocket. Camouflage to make sure thieves and enemies will not find you that quickly. And snow and heat to make you more resistant to those biomes. Further on I just created a lot of models. Anyway, the next day I created some other biomes and I created the user interface. I wanted to give a primitive feel of it, which in the end was kind of alright. For the icons I just downloaded some copyright free images and made them a bit better. I just added some nice effects, like the icons turning red. Everything works, so I started building and testing it on my old phone. I do that so I can test if it will work on old phones. Well, it did. It was too slow, so I made it with a little bit more better performance. Anyway, I tried and I tried, for example, to reduce the building size, the APK size, and the time it needs to load certain things. Make sure the ads are not annoying. Everything else you just need a key. At the end every system worked and also everything was just fun to play. Because of course systems aren't alright in the first place. You need to test it, you need to test it, you need to test it. Normally with things like this you would take around a week, but that was all the time I got. So I had to do it a little bit faster, so I only got 2 hours to do it. Anyway, this was the end of this week. A lot of the creation of the art, which I cannot tell a lot about. But I hope you guys liked it. And if you did, please leave a like or a subscribe. And also feel free to download it on the Google Play Store. And please say what you guys think of it. And see you guys next week with another game. Bye!